Hi everybody, this is Dan Talks Sense, and today we're dropping a review of the latest release from the House of Mancera. This one's called Tonka Cola. In today's review, I'm going to give you an idea of its performance projection, what it smells similar to, does it smell similar to Enigma, how it develops on my skin, and fragrances that it smells kind of similar to. If that kind of content would interest you, then please stay tuned. Welcome back everybody. Now first of all, I just want to say that I'm quite excited about delivering this review because first of all, I like the smell of sweet cola. Secondly, Mancera is one of my favourite fragrance houses. I love Mancera because the majority of fragrances that I've used from the house perform and project really well above average, and get me lots of compliments, and that is a big thing for me. I own many from the house. My favourites are Instant Crush, Red Tobacco, Jardine exclusive, just really good fragrances that smell unique in most cases, and they can fill a room. When I'd heard the news that they released this fragrance, Tonka Cola, and I saw the note breakdown, I was intrigued to know whether it was going to be similar to Roja Enigma. And many people were quite excited about the prospect of having an Enigma fragrance for a cheaper price that performed projected really well. I do like the cola sort of DNA. There was a fragrance called Hugo Boss Dark Blue, which I used to use as a teenager, which I felt smelt similar to Coca-Cola and got me so many compliments, and I think it's such a good cheap fragrance that you should definitely have in your collection as a grab and go. Really good fragrance, really respect it. So what I do, I'm part of a fragrance group called Trusted Sellers, and there's one called Certified Sellers, Fragcom UK, numerous groups. There are members in there. There's one guy called Jovan Lee who I've bought loads of samples from. He manages to get fragrances imported really early from Spain and different places, and I always ask him, can I have the last 20 or 30 mils in the fragrances, because I think that presentation is important when delivering these reviews, and there's enough in there to really get a feel of the fragrance, and so I'm really grateful to Jovan for sending me this, for selling me this fragrance. So I had about 30 mils in that, and I've been wearing this all week in work, and I'm excited to give you my thoughts on the fragrance and what other people think of it. But first of all, as with all my reviews, I'm going to do a close-up of the presentation, and then I'm going to go through the note breakdown via Fragrantica. So as we look at the presentation of Tonka Cola, it's really basic, this one. You've just got the black box with the gold border explaining the name of the fragrance. The bottle itself I think is quite nice, but as I say, quite basic. You've got the gold lid, and then you've got Tonka Cola written in there in gold and black. The juice in there, I've got about 30 mils, which I bought off a fragrance seller in the group I'm in. What I do like about these Mancera fragrances is that they have the nice pouch they come with as well. I think that's a nice touch. Tonka Cola got a respectable 4.57 out of 5 from 54 votes. The top notes are cherry, cinnamon, Sicilian lemon and nutmeg. Middle notes are Coca-Cola, Indonesian patchouli leaf, orange blossom, and base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, labdanum and benzoin. So guys, I'm going to give you some pros and cons of this fragrance and sort of try and give you an idea of what it smells like. So I've been wearing this in work all week, and I've really enjoyed wearing it, and it's been one of the nicest smelling Mancera fragrances that I've managed to get my hands on. I love the smell of cola. As I mentioned, Hugo Boss Dark Blue was one of my favourite fragrances as a teenager, and I just love that DNA. And this to me smells like those cola bottle sweets that you had when you was a child, the 1p sweets. So for the scent itself, I think that this is absolutely beautiful. I love it, and I just really enjoyed wearing it. It smells sweet and spicy. Now I did get my colleague Sophia to smell it, and she didn't think anything to it, and she gave me a bit of stick for it. So I didn't get any compliments in work, but the scent, for me, I really enjoyed it. It was really, really nice. People have asked the question, is it like Enigma? And I think that Enigma is more like a fizzy cola, like you've poured cola into a glass. With this, it's like a lemon cola from the off. It's very linear scent, it doesn't really change. But when you get into the dry down, you get more of a spicy accord that comes into it. And I think this is a perfect time to release this fragrance because it is kind of like a Christmassy scent, because you've got the sweet cola to begin with, lemon cola, and then as it goes into the dry down, more of that vanilla comes into it and more of the spices. And the Tonka in this is so damn good, really, really good. Just sweet, enjoyable to wear. It gets knocked, the house gets knocked for being synthetic, but I don't feel that this is a synthetic scent. Not compared to some of the other fragrances in the house of Mancera where it's really rough and in your face. This is quite of a calming scent, and really enjoyable to wear. The scent DNA, scent character is really nice. For me, it's cola bottles from the off, lemon cola, and then when it goes into the dry down, it is a sort of a warmer, spicier fragrance, and the vanilla comes in. In terms of projection, this I'd say is one of the, maybe a thumbs down, because with Mancera, they tend to be beast mode fragrances. Red Tobacco, Instant Crush, all those fragrances, they project like a beast mode, and this doesn't do that. And I don't know whether they intend to do an intense version like they did with Cedar Boisé in the future, but it's not a beast mode fragrances like you tend to get with the other fragrances in the house of Mancera. So for me, is a disappointment. I'd have loved if this was a beast mode fragrance, but it might have made it more synthetic and less enjoyable if it was overpowering and super, super powerful, but it isn't one of those. But the performance of it is really good because this stays on your skin all day. And as I say, in the first 3 to 4 hours, you've got that sort of cola, lemon cola smell. But then in the dry down, in the mid-afternoon, after the 5, 6, 7 hours, the vanilla and the spices come into play. And you get that side of it. So it doesn't change a great deal, but it dries down more, the spices come in, and it lasted for the duration of the day for me. So performance wise, it's up there with the best fragrances, a 9 out of 10, but projection, I would say, like a 5. And compared to other Manceras, you're not going to get that beast mode fragrance, which we have come to expect from the house. So that is a bit of a disappointment. I think I would rate it highly, and the reason being is that it's advertised as Tonka Cola. If you like cola, you would want it to smell like cola. That's why you're going out to buy the fragrance. People were attracted to this because they like the Enigma DNA. They like that cola smell. I like the cola smell. That's why I like Hugo Boss Dark Blue and fragrances like that. And for me, it's everything which it advertises itself to be a sweet cola fragrance. So it's not telling porkies what you expect to get, you're going to receive. It smells like cola, a realistic cola scent from start to finish. I'm really pleased that I bought it. I managed to get 30 mils of this for about 25 quid with postage, which was really good, and I got it alongside another fragrance in the post from Jovenly, which I was really pleased with. I don't think I would go out and buy a full bottle, rush out to get one, but when this does run out, I probably will buy another 30 mils of it because I've enjoyed wearing it. I might wear this and my Hugo Boss Dark Blue at the same time. I think they would complement each other. But a really nice release from Mancera, and I've really enjoyed wearing it. So well done for actually putting out a fragrance that is called Tonka Cola and smells of Tonka Cola. What you expect to get, you're going to get. And if you like the smell of cola, don't hesitate, go and try this. Get a sample of it first, like I say to all my subscribers. Get an idea of what the fragrance is like. Let me know what your thoughts are on Tonka Cola in the comments down below. I really enjoyed wearing it. I think it's a nice release from Mancera. And thank you for watching my video today. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, then please hit that subscribe button down below. We'll be dropping more content in the near future, so please hit that subscribe button down below, give me a thumbs up, and I will speak to you all very soon.